Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael Mastro, and today I wanted to talk about the amazing life of Jimmy Carter, ex-president of the United States. May he rest in peace. If you look to the eastern horizon when he was born, you would see the constellation associated with Libra rising at 3 degrees. First, we're going to look and see how the planets are operating during his life, and then we'll see when they're operating during certain events and what could have been done to strengthen the chart. So first, the sun is ruling the house of income, placed in the 12th house. This gives him gives him income through government leadership with a spiritual aspect to it. He's a very deeply spiritual person. Then we have the moon. Moon is ruling the career house, placed in the house of life purpose. And moon is the first house, Multicona sign is also the prime indicator for health. So moon connects with any kind of health issues that he has throughout his life. It affects the immune system and many other things. But this moon gives him compassion, empathy, ability to lead with that compassion. Then we have weak infant state Mars, which is also afflicted by Mercury. So Mars is ruling the partnership house. It is placed in the house of creativity, investments, and knowledge, education, children. And it's slightly weak. Any planet that's less than 5 degrees has trouble promoting its own significations. Or if it's more than 25 degrees, it's said to be an old age. So Mars, this connects his partnerships with a strong desire to connect with other people and have a deep emotional bonding with relationships. And he was married for, I think, 77 years. So very dedicated partner. Then we have challenging Mercury. Mercury is at 28 degrees. It is any multicona sign ruling the 6th, 8th, or 12th house can be challenging. And in this case, you see the 6th sign of Virgo in the 12th house ruled by Mercury. Mercury is placed in the income house, and this 11th house is also the house of fulfilling desires. So this did throw some roadblocks, some setbacks in his life, trying to fulfill his goals from time to time. It gave him great intelligence. He has really strong discipline and very idealistic person. And his speech can be controversial at times. Then we have Jupiter. Jupiter is ruling the third house of success, and it is placed in the house of wealth. So this connects wealth and success to Jupiter and his idealistic principles that got him through life. Then we have weak infants state Venus. Venus is at 0 degrees, and it is also afflicted by Mercury. So Venus is ruling the first house, and it is again the prime health indicator, and it gives him a really strong uh, life purpose connected to relationships and friendships. Then we have Rahu and Ketu. Let's see, Saturn. Saturn is ruling the fifth house, and it is placed in the first house. So Saturn um, gives him the creativity and knowledge to Saturn be a farmer. He was a peanut farmer, and then and later in life gives him the discipline to be a leader, a government leader. And then we have Rahu and Ketu. They're always opposite each other, always balancing something. In this case, they're balancing uh, work life and home life, and they are just barely within the range of 5 degrees, and they do impact health, career, and family happiness. Now let's look at the timing of events. He joined the Navy and got married in 1946 during a K2 period. K2 bringing changes to home life through marriage and being in the Navy, moving around. And then in 47 and 50 and 52, he had children, sons, I think maybe a daughter. And this is all during a Saturn period. And Saturn rules the house of children. And then in 53, his dad passed away. That's during a Rahu period. So Rahu brings unexpected events. And then in 1964, he had some spiritual insights during a Mercury period. Mercury is ruling the house of spiritual growth. In 71, he became governor. During a Jupiter period, Jupiter is ruling the house of success. And then in 1977, he ran for president during a moon period. Moon is shifting, ruling the house of career, shifting career. 78, he during the Camp David talks, he was instrumental in bringing about peace during a moon period, also boosting his career. And then in 83, 80, he lost a campaign during a K2 period, K2 bringing endings. Then in 83, he was diagnosed with cancer during a Venus period. Venus ruling is a prime indicator for health. 87, he wrote a book during a Mercury period. Mercury has to do with publishing, writing. 2002, he got the Nobel Peace Prize for and during a moon period, and moon again boosting his career. Then in August of 2015, he had liver surgery. There was a tumor on the liver that got removed, and also was diagnosed with melanoma, all during a Mercury period. Mercury having to do with the 12th house, which has to do with surgery. And then in May of 2019, he fell and broke his hip in an accident during a Rahu period. Rahu uh, sitting in the house that has to do with hips, and Rahu is also indicated for accidents. In December 29th, 2024, he passed away. May he rest in peace. Condolences to his family. This is during a Mars moon period. Moon is sitting in the house of longevity, and it is um, you can see at the transit chart on the left, the inner circles where the planets were when he was born, the outer circles where the planets were when he passed away. And you can see that Rahu and Ketu are very close to his rising sign degree, which indicates they're afflicting 12 out of his, 6 out of his 12 houses, especially sixth house of health, eighth house of death-like experiences, and 12th house of end of life and longevity. So what could be done to strengthen the chart? Well, he's involved in so many different charities that were transforming Rahu, Ketu, and Mercury and children's charities especially helps transform Mercury. We don't want to strengthen the malefics, which are Rahu, Ketu, and Mercury, but transform them through charity work. So also Habitat for Humanity is very much involved in teaching, Bible school, all of those things. The rest of the planets could be strengthened with my favorite remedy, a kavash, which is the silver locket containing the Devata yantras and mantras for um, the benefic planets in his chart. If you'd like to see a kavash, get a reading, or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to www.vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening. Let's see here. Um, okay, so that's done. And then we got to do this one.